You're going to come to lying on your stomach, but with the roller or the pillows right across the front of your hips. So your hips crease. That's going to stick the pillows or the roller. So lay yourself over your roller. So your hips are bent. Your forehead's just resting on the floor. Either your forehead down or if it's more comfortable, turn a little bit to the side. That's fine. And you're going to keep your navel in towards your spine. So watch that your belly is not just sagging towards the floor. Navel is lifting. And the knees are going to start bent. And you're going to pick the leg that's closest to your device up away from the floor and straighten the knee as you lift. Lower it back down and switch sides. So not so different from what we usually do, but it gives you a chance to start in a little bit of hip flexion rather than in a totally straight spine with straight hips. So you may find a little more comfortable with the hips off the floor. If you find this is less comfortable, feel free to get rid of the prop and lie flat. It also allows you to lift the leg a little bit higher because we're starting in hip flexion and then going into hip extension. So it gives you a little more range of motion with the pelvis off the floor. On your next one where you're lifting the leg closest to your device, you're going to stay there with the leg lifting, wherever that's good for you. Keep your thigh bone still. See if you can bend your knee, bring your heel towards your tush, and then straighten your knee. So I'm trying not to let the knee drop back down to the floor. Keep that knee off the floor, wherever your thigh bone is. So Pesci, if you're somewhere up here, that's where you got to keep it. I'm just assuming. I'm making an assumption that Pesci's somewhere up here. Maybe even higher because she's pretty darn flexible. So you're going to keep your thigh bone still and just bend your knee and straighten your knee. 2 more. And check that your navel still in towards your spine. And then lower that leg back down. Time to switch legs. So check navel's lifted, leg's going to float. You're going to keep that leg still. The upper leg bone's holding still as you bend your knee and bring your heel towards your tush and then straighten your knee. Everything else is holding still. So watch that your belly doesn't start to sag towards the floor as you bend your knee. And it's okay if you can't bend your knee all the way. Totally fine. If you can, fantastic. Kick your tush. That's great. You don't have to go that far. 1 more time. And lower your leg back down. And come off of your prop. Set your prop aside. Come to lying on your stomach. Arms are going to be in cactus pose, legs or whatever's comfy. And shoulders relaxed away from your ears, navel's in towards your spine. You're going to get your pubic bone, your 2 bony hip points, that triangle parallel to the floor, just like we had it parallel to the ceiling when we were on our backs. You're going to come into mini swan, lifting your chin, lifting your chest. Bottom ribs stay on the mat, bending backwards at your bra strap and lower back down. Now, if you know in yoga, this is the kind of typical hand position for cobra. If you prefer this over this, go right ahead. If you like this better, you can do the exact same thing. Okay, just a little different arm position. It's a little more active arm position. So if you want to use the arms in the kind of classical position here, go right ahead. This is also how Joe Pilates did Swan back in the day. One more time. You're going to stay in mini swan. Keep your navel in towards your spine, shoulders away from your ears, and lift both arms and lower them. So if you're here, you're just barely picking your hands up and lowering them back down. 4 more. Last one. Lower your arms, lower back down to your chest and your forehead. You're going to open your arms out to a T and rotate your arms, the entire arm, so that the thumbs point up towards the ceiling. Reach your fingertips to the right and to the left, and then the pinky fingers actually off the floor. So really reach, come back into your mini swan, and do little circles with your arms for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, reverse the circle for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Keep your mini swan, swim your arms back by your sides. Now your pinkies, thumbs are up, your thumbs are down. So pinkies up, thumbs down. Keep reaching those fingertips back behind you. And you're going to lift your pinky finger side of your arm up towards the ceiling for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Swing your arms back around into cactus pose. Lower your arms. Lower your forehead. Breathe. You can wiggle your legs. You can rock your pelvis side to side.